way. Not a chance. Well, you know, I mean, woodworkers, whalers, fishermen, oilmen, mailmen, G-men, policemen, Sherman Hemsley, the Star of Amen.
Do the nasty thing, girl. You take the man. How many times I got to tell you, stay away from me? Your breath stinks.
Why did Keyah Crystal Keymah just up and vanish from Hollywood's glitzy spotlight? One minute she was slaying the game on iconic shows like In Living Color and That's So Raven.
I don't really care, you know, because if I was impressed with degrees, I'd be dating a thermometer or something.
And the next, poof, she was gone. Fans were left scratching their heads, wondering what could possibly pull such a talented actress away from the camera. Was it drama, burnout, or something juicier? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the juicy details behind her unexpected exit and spill the tea on what really went down. Keyah Crystal Keymah, born Crystal Walker on October 13, 1962, in Chicago, was always destined to be center stage. Like from day one. As a kid, she was that loud extra one, turning her living room into her own personal Broadway, forcing her family to sit through every play she dreamed up. But at school, total switch up. She was shy and quiet, almost like she was saving all her energy for her living room productions.
I don't know. I think I was a variety of children. I was very loud and obnoxious at home and always doing plays and forcing my family to sit through them. I was very shy and quiet at school, and I got good conduct awards.
The acting bug had her early, but no one would have guessed she'd blow up like she did. When Keyah hit Florida A&M University in 1980, acting wasn't even on her mind like that. Sis was actually trying to major in business. Yes, business. But drama? Oh, it found her anyway. She got involved in the university's theater scene, and just like that, it was game over.
Stellar as the business program was and is, from the first week that I was here, I got in everything theater.
All that fire she had as a kid came rushing back, and Keyah realized the boardroom life was not for her. The stage was where she belonged.
I look in the mirror and I see you.
But hold up, this wasn't just about her career taking off. Keyah had been on a journey of transformation her whole life. Since she was about 7 or 8, she knew Crystal Walker didn't feel right.
I decided to change my name when I was about, I would say 7 or 8 years old.
Right. She sensed that her name was tied to a legacy of pain and slavery.
Well, I was born Crystal Walker and remained so for a long time, even though I knew for a long time that I wanted to change my name. When I was very young, I learned that Walker, which was my given name, was a name that I had obtained through slavery. It wasn't through any kind of love relationship or anything. And I thought that I wanted to release it from my energy, and I looked for a name for a long time that was more appropriate.
And she dreamed of changing it to something that reflected who she truly was. It wasn't a passing thought. It was something she held on to for years, waiting for the right moment. And when she finally stepped into her own as an adult, she made that change. She dropped Walker and embraced Keyah Crystal Keymah, a name that felt like liberation. This wasn't just about switching up her identity. It was about reclaiming her power. Keyah was rewriting her story, shedding the weight of the past, and stepping boldly into the future she wanted to create for herself. That name change, oh, it was personal and powerful. A full circle moment that showed she was in control, living life on her own terms. After graduation, Keyah Crystal Keymah wasted no time diving into the spotlight, making waves in the late 80s. If you're a fan, you remember her as a total scene stealer on In Living Color.
Oh, I'm strong like that.
Fine.
Where she held it down for 5 unforgettable years alongside comedy titans like Jamie Foxx,
I gotta quit eating them pig's feet. My gas is kicking out.
Jim Carrey.
Oh my gosh, look at the time. I have to go sleep in my coffin.
While some folks might have faced drama and tension behind the scenes, Keyah was living her best life, thriving in the laughter and camaraderie of the cast.
Welcome once again to the show By, For, and About Women.
She delivered performances that were nothing short of legendary, helping to solidify the show's status in comedy history. And let's not forget that In Living Color reunion on Good Morning America.
Ma, that means he doesn't believe in using deodorants. Oh.
Keyah was front and center, shining alongside her former castmates.
I didn't know that everybody didn't know their censors by their first name on the other shows. Right. Oh my God, I thought he was in the cast. Yeah. That guy, he was just around all the time. And he looked
She made it clear that she cherished every moment they shared, celebrating the magic they created together. No drama, no beef, just a reunion full of good vibes, laughter, and nostalgic memories of their groundbreaking work. You can bet Keyah was reminiscing with pride about the unforgettable legacy they built together. But let's not forget Keyah's unforgettable run as Tanya Baxter on That's So Raven.
We have a garden?
Nothing gets by you, honey.
A show that wasn't just a hit, but an absolute cultural phenomenon. She brought so much personality and sass to that role that fans couldn't help but fall in love with Tanya.
What is the big day Saturday?
Corey, ask your father. He knows all about it.
So what's the tea on why she suddenly dipped after the third season? Oh, that's where the drama kicks in. Behind the scenes, Keyah was dealing with a heartbreaking situation that would make anyone's head spin. She was the primary caregiver for her grandmother, who was in a tough battle with Alzheimer's disease.
Some things were going on in my personal life when I didn't continue with the original show.
Picture this, juggling the demands of a hit show while also caring for a loved one facing such a devastating illness. This wasn't just a side gig. Keyah was all in, even bringing her grandmother to set to ensure she was taken care of while navigating the chaos of filming.
And I remember even at the time when I told Raven, I can't keep this up, because I was bringing my grandmother to work with me on the set of That's So Raven. And Kyle's mom and Orlando's mom would watch her when I was on the set. And I would have to come early to work to give her time to leave time to coax her out of the car. Because we would get there and go, okay, we're at work. And she'd go, so it couldn't be maintained.
Talk about a true ride or die moment. But let's keep it real. The emotional weight of that responsibility began to take its toll. Keyah ultimately made the brave choice to step away from the Hollywood hustle and bustle to be her grandmother's full-time caregiver.
I was taking care of my grandmother when that's why I didn't go to the fourth season of That's So Raven. I watched my grandmother is what I watched for.
This wasn't just about needing a break. It was a heartfelt decision driven by love and loyalty. After her grandmother passed away, the emotional aftermath hit her hard. It took years before she could even consider stepping back into the acting world. I mean, can you blame her? That's some heavy stuff, and it takes time to heal from that kind of loss. Keyah's journey shows that life isn't always about the spotlight. Sometimes it's about what's happening offstage that truly matters. But let's be real, Keymah's Hollywood hiatus didn't just fade into the background. It had the rumor mill working overtime. Fans started spinning wild tales about her disappearance. Was she blacklisted? Did she have some secret beef with Disney? Or was there some juicy drama lurking behind the scenes that no one knew about? While none of those whispers were true, you can't deny one thing. Her exit left a gaping hole in the industry. She was a force to be reckoned with, and losing her presence felt like pulling the plug on a fan-favorite show. The buzz around her departure just added to the mystery.
I didn't learn till years later that people noticed that I was gone. Oh. And then it's like over the years, where is she? Where is she? And then when Rondell did a guest spot,
leaving everyone wondering what really went down with this talented star. Before all that personal heartbreak hit her like a ton of brick, she didn't just crush it on In Living Color and That's So Raven. She was serving up iconic moments and laughs alongside some of the biggest names in the game. And let's be real, she proved she could hang with the best of them on Cosby.
Why would I want Jerry over
He
here?
would break you in half, that's why.
Break me in half, so you're attracted to violence now, is that it?
Showcasing her versatility and reminding everyone that she's not just another pretty face.
Us as in you and you? Because, there is no you and me.
She's a serious talent. But hold up, the tea gets hotter. Keyah didn't stop at live action. Oh no, she lent her voice to characters in hit animated series like Bumblebee from Teen Titans.
Show's over, Sparky. Blood can't see us. Drop the act.
Where she captivated audiences with her incredible range and brought those characters to life in a way that left fans wanting more. And let's not forget her unforgettable guest spot on Quantum Leap, where she effortlessly blended drama and comedy.
We gotta apologize.
Are you crazy?
Showing off her chops while stepping into a totally different era. Talk about range. And as if that wasn't enough, Keyah was not just content to stay in front of the camera. Oh no, she was behind it too. She took on producing and directing roles that showcased her creative genius, with one of her standout projects being the star-studded musical feature, Revival. Not only did she produce it, but she directed it too. Originally released back in the day, this gem made a triumphant return in 2020, reminding everyone just how much talent this woman has in her arsenal. And wait, there's more. Keyah is also an author. Yes, you heard that right. She penned Natural Woman, Natural Hair, Hairstyles and Hair Stories from the Front, a book that's all about celebrating the beauty and diversity of Black hair.
I wrote the book kind of as a lark because when I first started in television, no one knew how to comb my hair. A lot of it, and so they looked at me and said, "Oh wow, your hair is beautiful," and they started picking up hot things. "Oh no," and then they got confused and dizzy, and I said, "Well, I'll just do it for now."
Yeah.
This little gem is still as relevant today as it was when it hit the shelves, showcasing her unwavering commitment to uplifting her culture and embracing her roots. With all these accomplishments under her belt, it's clear that Keymah wasn't just riding the wave. She was out here making her own waves and leaving a splash in the entertainment industry. Keyah made a splashy return to her role as Tanya Baxter in Raven's Home, the spinoff that had fans buzzing.
Bursting with excitement because you are finally returning to your role as Tanya Baxter in the Ravens universe. How are you feeling?
It is so exciting. I can't even believe it. Some things were going on in my personal life. I didn't learn till years later that people noticed that I was gone.
You know the excitement was real when she strutted back onto the screen, bringing that same warmth and charm that made us all fall in love with Tanya in the first place. But don't get it twisted. Keyah didn't need a red carpet to announce her comeback. Nope, she sidestepped the Hollywood drama and kept things low-key, proving that sometimes the best entrances are the quiet ones. While most celebs would be basking in the limelight, soaking up every moment of a revival, she was all about reconnecting with her roots and her loyal fans. It was clear she wasn't just in it for the nostalgia trip. She was ready to dive into fresh storylines that resonated with her own journey. This was her chance to show the world that despite all the personal battles she has faced, she was still a force of talent. She tackled themes of family and growth with the same authenticity that made her a household name back in the day. In the years following her grandmother's death, she shifted her focus to teaching, family life, and mentoring young actors. She even taught at her alma mater, Florida A&M University, and directed stage productions like G's Bend in Gainesville, Florida.
He is saying something.
He can't read. It's a whites only.
She's also dabbled in philanthropic work, focusing on helping up-and-coming artists hone their craft through her Tools of the Trade workshops. These days, Keymah seems to be enjoying a more laid-back lifestyle, but that doesn't mean she's completely out of the game. She popped up in a short film, Ungubani, in 2019 and had a role in the independent Christian film For Profit. As for her net worth, she's sitting comfortably at an estimated $3 million. Not bad for someone who's been out of the spotlight for so long. So why did Keyah Crystal Keymah disappear from Hollywood? It's a story of personal sacrifice and family devotion. But one thing's for sure, whether it was making us laugh on In Living Color or giving us those wholesome family vibes on That's So Raven, Keymah left her mark. And despite all the ups and downs, she's still remembered for being a multi-talented powerhouse who never compromised her values.